praises. Thank God for creating everything I see, everything I do. Thank God He made it. Oh, hey, what's up? Just designing the latest fashion over here. Come check it out. Faith and Desire. My out of pocket t-shirt. Blessed by grace. And the 3D Faith and Desire tee. Yeah.
Yeah, they got it bumping.
Why bother lie when the truth is free? Illusions creating distorted reality, manifesting heart's desires, faith that anything is possible, probable. With God, I'm unstoppable. Can't deny denial. Life flowing through. Living is a test of subscription, a lifetime trial. Only faith, no fanatics. Pay attention to the antics. Peace over power, panic. Design planned in fashion. Kado Yeshayahu. Hallelujah. Total Rabbi Yeshua. Great salvation. All praises, all honor, all glory to the Most High Yah. Thank you so much for the light. Peace and blessings, my people. Peace and blessings. Amen, amen. If y'all haven't already, go ahead and like, share the video, subscribe to the content if you haven't already, man. Y'all know what we love to do over here. We love to create content to inspire, to encourage, and to motivate the next to be great. So y'all can already see. Y'all can already tell by the title of this video. It's definitely going to be a conversation. Felt like it's overdue. You know, given the constraints and given the environment and given the time that, you know, transpired. I feel as though it's only right. I mean, we do have a voice, right? We do have a freedom to speak, right? We should be able to discuss what we see in all honesty. And so, you know, I just wanted to bring this conversation to the YouTube streams just to be able to give my insight, to give my input. Man, if I'm coming through clear, if y'all can see me, if y'all can hear me, if everything's coming through all right, for the people that's watching live with me right now, if y'all could put a 1 in the chat, man, I appreciate it. Make sure we can keep this stream moving, keep it grooving. Y'all already know what we love to do, family. Hey, okay. Marcus Hussey in the building. Shalom, brother Divine Lee and family. Peace and blessings to y'all. You know, we in the building. We gonna grow. Hey, like I said, I just want to be able to bring my insight. I want to be able to share kind of my experience and what I see. And let me know, family. Hey, we all here to inform one another. We should be able to speak to one another freely. We should be able to observe life and be able to have a voice on what's going on, right? So, you know, I decided to go ahead and take the forefront. Use my platform to discuss this topic freely. And must I add, let me go ahead and put it at the bottom for everybody that's coming through, everybody that might try to, hey, Will, what's your certification, man? Once again, I am not a certified health physician. So, please be aware. I'm not trying to give anybody health advice. I'm just pretty much describing or giving some insights on what I'm observing. And in all actuality, is it harming anyone? So before we even get into it, y'all know what I love to do, man. I love to vibe with y'all. We gonna make sure we make this stream interactive as well. So for everybody coming through, you feel me? Hey, I would love to hear your comments. I would love to hear your concerns. I would love to hear your opinions. We're gonna build and we're gonna grow. All right, cool. It's looking like everything coming through clear. I see some ones in the chat. All right, 100. We in here. Yeah, we're gonna get it started off the right way, man. I don't know about y'all, but the Most High definitely been grinding for me lately. You feel me? I just want to go ahead and express the vibe before we even get into it. This topic is gonna be kind of heavy hitting because I already know what transpired, man, within these last couple of years, where denying people the right to be able to choose freely. Come on now, y'all see the title of this video. Y'all see the thumbnail. Was it the concern for our health, or was it simply to control us? But at the end of the day, I know the Most High Yah is the one in control of it all. So that's why I'm able to say boldly, proudly, all praise to the Most High. The Most High been grinding for me. 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 Been grinding for me.
God been grinding for me. God been grinding for me. God
been grinding for me.
God been grinding for me.
God been grinding for me.
God been grinding for me.
Blessed by the grace of design, chosen witness your time. When in the dark I still shine. How bright the light, don't go blind. If you search, you shall find what it's like to be divine. Yeah, God been grinding for me.
God been grinding for me. God been grinding for me. God
been grinding for me. God been grinding for me.
God been grinding for me.
God been grinding for me.
God been grinding for me.
No Toby Maguire, but my spidey senses tingling. Marvel at the web internet cabin. I don't need no follows. I'm a leader, chosen captain. Hey, God been grinding for me.
Yeah.
So I expect greatness from my body, my soul, and my mind.
I pray they all stay aligned.
God send me a sign.
Yeah.
God
been grinding for me. God been grinding for me.
God been grinding for me. If the Most High been grinding for you, if the Most High been blessing you, man, go ahead and put some fire emojis. Go ahead and put some prayer hands. Go ahead and put some ones in the chat, man. Let me see who vibing with me right now, man.
Been grinding for me. God been grinding for me.
Blessed by the grace of design, chosen witness your time. In the dark I still shine. How bright the light, don't go blind. If you search, you shall find what it's like to be divine. Yeah. I be having to warm up my vocals too. That's one reason why I be making sure I vibe with y'all in the beginning, man. I be having to warm the vocals up. But hey, y'all can hear right there and that vibe right there, man. Just to let y'all know, the Most High been grinding for me. Most High been sustaining me. The Most High just been providing every and any way, man. Just to know that, hey, I'm blessed. You blessed if you still here with me, man. We gonna keep on shining because that's what we love to do. And hey, I don't know about y'all, but for me and mine, hey, we be thanking the Most High over here every day, for sure. Hey, I see my brother Dion Grace in the building, rocking, all right. Yes, Marcus Hutchie said, God definitely been grinding for me. God been grinding for me. Hey. Hey, I got one more vibe. I want to and really listen to the lyrics in this vibe too, because we gonna make sure we relax the tempo, man. We're gonna make sure that we get into this meat, get into the bread before we digest this conversation, right? Swift. You feel me?
Yeah. I'm thanking the Lord, I'm thanking the Lord for all of the blessings. I'm learning that life is a lesson. I'm putting the work and no stressing. I'm thanking the Lord, I'm thanking the Lord for all of the blessings. I'm learning that life is a lesson. I'm putting the work and no stressing. I'm thanking the Lord, I'm thanking the Lord for all of the blessings. I'm learning that life is a lesson. I'm putting the work and no stressing. I'm thanking the Lord, I'm thanking the Lord for all of the blessings. I'm learning that life is a lesson. I put in the work and no stressing. God has all the answers, why question? Through the fire, your spirit is tested. Escape by the flames of faith passion. The story told that's everlasting. It is the truth always outcasted. The proof will always be lasting. Practicing prayer and fasting. Dominion is ain't no demanding. The righteous will always be standing. The last shall be first, it was landing. The wicked shall kneel and be handing over the riches and rights of the land. With crown all are chosen as banding. A vision, bringing division, multiplying. This is a subsistence of tearing the fabrics of man on a mission, repairing the breach of the soul's incision. At the crossroads, make a decision. A leader is someone who serves and listens. All praises to Yah. The reason we risen, the promise was written. Don't need a petition. The word to fruition. Christ made no mission. Christ is the commission. Under the condition, don't need a physician permission.
You hear me?
No omission of history. The accident
Don't need a physician permission.
Message transmission refer to the Christian, the published edition, the newest rendition, surviving affliction. The truth is not fiction. It is tradition, decoding the Christian, the spirit transition, the top opposition. Yeah. I'm thanking the Lord, I'm thanking the Lord for all of the blessings. I'm learning that life is a lesson. I put in the work and no stressing. I'm thanking the Lord, I'm thanking the Lord for all of the blessings. I'm learning that life is a lesson. I put in the work and no stressing. I'm thanking the Lord, I'm thanking the Lord for all of the blessings. I'm learning that life is a lesson. I put in the work and no stressing. I'm thanking the Lord, I'm thanking the Lord for all of the blessings. I'm learning that life is a lesson. I put in the work and no stressing.
You know? Okay. Yeah. I'm thanking the Lord. I'm thanking the Lord for all of the blessings. And it's a blessing that we here right now. It's a blessing that we breathing right now. It's a blessing that we surviving right now through what transpired. Hey, and to say, family, I still have questions. I don't have everything answered yet. I'm going to the Most High, still seeking, still knocking at the door, still trying to figure out what's going on around me in order to make sense of this information, in order to make sense of this nation, and to be able to protect, guide, and provide for me and mine. And so, hey, family, we're gonna talk about it. that touchy subject matter that as soon as you even post about it, as soon as you even admit to believe in something else, best believe they had agents out, they had artificial intelligence out to put up on your post about the information that you're spreading. Honestly, I mean, I'm gonna be real. I'm staying 10 toes down. COVID-19 is a hoax. Why do I believe that? Well, we're gonna get into it. Stay tuned. And hopefully this stream could be edifying. Hopefully it can be enlightening. And hopefully we can all learn and grow. And to be able to have these conversations at hand, to be able to speak to the people, to be able to come up with our own observations and share our experiences, that's ultimately is what's gonna lead towards health, growth, prosperity, because we're able to find solutions when things like this occur. And it's funny to me. It's real funny because when you really think about it, you had a time where literally 2 years ago is when everything transpired, where pretty much a nation, the whole world was on one accord. They were afraid of something that they could not see. They were afraid of something that obviously, it had many people questioning, is it real or not? I mean, of course, they came out with the information. Of course, they came out with the numbers. Of course, they came out with people in white suits being able to tell you, hey, this is real. I actually went to school and I studied this, and this is what's happening to people. I mean, it's easy. It's very easy, family. Let me just tell you, my concern doesn't really manifest with the health of individuals. My concern is on the people who was telling us about our health. If you get what I'm saying. And as you can see, the whole title of this video, why COVID is a hoax, the Hegelian dialect of big pharma, and knowing that big pharma, that's pretty much a business. What do you do in business? Let's have this chat interactive. Hey, family, what is a business? Can we be able to elaborate and expand what is a business? What do businesses do? In order to really hit on our insight of this conversation, we got to know that the health industry is a business. It operates. What is a business? Why does it seem like as though this business had a lot of control over how people live? Not only control over how people lived, but what they say. And when you say that a business has control over what you say, how you live, that sounds like more of a, how can I say, man, what word am I looking for? Come on, chat, help me out. We growing here. That sounds like more of a dictatorship than a business. It sounds like more of a tyrant than a business. It sounds like more of a rulership than a business. Like when you walk into a business, you should have a choice, right? To be able to buy a product or deny a product. You should be able to have a choice to be like, you know what, I'm gonna speak about this product. I'm gonna speak if this product is good or if this product is bad. If this product is something that is quality and it helped, or if this product, necessarily it was jinky. Why does it seem like we weren't able to speak about the business of big pharma when this product was released? Come on, family, build with me. What is a business? We got to be able to build in our mindset, and I want to make sure that we're having a conversation here. I want to make sure that we are actually engaging. When I do go on live, it ain't just me having these topics where I'm just expressing my opinions, but at the same time, I want to be able to grow and intellect, to be able to understand what other people are observing. And so when we have these questions at hand, being able to go back and forth in dialect, it helps formulate this natural understanding, natural comprehension of what's going on. So if anybody in the chat, man, if anybody can elaborate on what a business is, it'll be greatly appreciated. If not, hey, I'm gonna just go ahead and let y'all know. A business, pretty much the definition of a business is the practice of making one's living or making money by producing or buying and selling products. So in general, the pharmacy, the medical industry is a business. Appreciate you, Marcus. Appreciate you. A practice of making one's living or making money by products. What is the product or what is the service being provided to from the medical industry, from medical businesses. Let's grow. Let's build. Let's have this conversation. What is the product or what is the service being provided from these medical businesses? In all honesty, shouldn't it be something that helps our health? Shouldn't it be something that heals us, cures us? And when you really think about that, right, you think about a business that's completely taboo, where you have individuals pretty much dependent on the system, dependent on a business, dependent on these products or services, where the profit is astronomical depending on what's happening in the occurrence of life, the events in life. To say that your business can skyrocket given if there's a situation that occurs that your business is needed, your service is needed. Oh, snap. It's a lot of smoke in the air. Somebody set fire in another country. Now there's smoke in the air. You know, someone who is in business providing masks. Oh yeah, their profits are gonna skyrocket. You get what I'm saying? Their business is gonna be fruitful because now they're in need. People need their masks. My whole thing is, do you know how much time do you really consider the insight, the resources needed to be able to create a million products or to be able to serve a million people? Do you know that can't just happen in 2 months to be able to create a million products, to be able to service a million people? That is not a 2-month process. That is not something that you just be like, oh, I can have a million products ready in 2 months. Yes. What one person, what one business can truly have that establishment, those factories ready? And even if they do have those factories ready, that still has me questioning, how did you what who funded this? How did you know that this time was going to occur, that you were going to need a million products? Why were you ready to produce a million products? Did you have some insight on the events that were going to occur in life? Or was it just coincidence? You pretty much created these products because it was a passion of yours. You created these products because, it was something that the Most High led you to do. The Creator put this on your heart to devote your life to create these products. And after 50 years, you amassed a whole warehouse of these products in which you would be like, oh, it's the perfect time. Now I can sell my products and be able to gain back whatever it is that I invested. Big pharma is an industry. It's a business. As my brother Marcus Hussey pointed out, a business is a practice of making one's living or making money by products. So in order to be like, I want to go in business, you really have to think about, okay, I have to make products, or I have to provide a service to people who are going to need this product or need these services. In all honesty, how can you do that based on the health industry? And when you really look at it, a doctor goes into the practice of the business saying, there are going to be sick people and I'm going to need to be able to heal them. Take that thought and consider it. Really, really have this conversation with yourself. For someone to say, I'm going into the practice of the health industry because I know that in the future, people are going to need my services. people are going to depend on my products because I'm going to help cure them. Cure them from what? I mean, yeah, we get it. Sicknesses, diseases, unfortunate events happen where people may need these products, need these services where, hey, 100,000 here and there every year. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. But 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 300 million. And as we was looking through the 2-year scope scheme of things, where I'm pretty much sure that everybody was tuned in on social media. Everybody was tuned in on like the news broadcasting site where it was pretty much a toll of how many people they can vaccinate. Where it was like, oh, how many people? 90%, 80% of people in the United States vaccinated. It's like almost 300 something million people in the United States, and you already got products ready for them. You're already ready to service 300 million people. What was this planned? How did you know that you were going to have to make 300 million products, services? So in order to really get the scope of what I'm speaking about as far as COVID-19 being a hoax, y'all know what I love to do over here, family. I love to break the word down. I love to break things down in the essence of having people understand the conversation at hand. And by hoax, I mean something that's pretty much made up. And let me go ahead and bring out the definition for y'all, man. Let me go ahead and share with y'all pretty much after my extensive research, just typing it up on Google, family. Come on, man. Y'all know we got information for days out here. But just typing it up on Google, you're able to see the definition of what a hoax is. And so, family, let's be real. A hoax is a humorous or malicious deception, a joke, a trick, a ruse. Being deceived to think something that is not. Fraud, swindling, a con, a spoof, a scam. All praises to the Most High, man. Give unto me the ability to see. Give unto me the ability to speak in a way where my people, nor am I trying to offend anybody, nor am I trying to put myself on a pedestal. But I just want to be able to say, why don't we have the consciousness, the ability to be able to heal ourselves, to be able to know when we're sick, to be able to have freely the devices at hand to bring us health? Shouldn't that be a given spectrum in the environment, in a community, in a nation, to give unto them the information of longevity, of health lasting incurements? So when we had this conversation, fam, it's like whatever we're doing on the back scenes as far as working, we need to know that our health is an integral part of whatever it is that we do. We need to make sure that we're not deceived by a system or by someone who is trying to tell us something that is good for us, but in all essence, they're just running a business. And for them to run a business, they have to make a living to provide services or products to you. And if they stop providing services or product to you, guess what? They're out of business. It's not going to be any more need for them. So that's where I believe, in my opinion, the deception comes in. Because once you have people really believing in this business, you have them in full need of this business where they're pretty much telling you what it is to do as far as your body, your mind, your overall contemplation of the world. Because in a sense, it's like Man, if you don't have health, what do you have? Nothing. So really, we got to take back what is ours, which is our natural ability to use the environment around us to maintain our health. Why depend on someone else to tell us if we're healthy or not, when they can deceive us, when they can tell us, hey, the world is pretty much, it's going through sickness, and you need to take this to help other people around you so that you won't contract whatever it is that's out there, so that you won't spread whatever it is that's out there. But in all essence, family, the information that has been gathered, and I'm gonna break that down too, because what is information as far as just numbers, as far as just someone spreading something that they heard from someone else? We gonna get that, family. We gonna get that. Hey, salute. Shauna Navigator. Man, appreciate you coming through. Yes, sir. Hey, we're gonna keep on growing in here. You already know, man. You already know. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. I'm over here, man, discussing, as you can see, the heavy conversation of COVID-19 being a hoax. And I know I keep on dropping that bomb, man. I'm aware of me not being a certified health physician to be able to tell people what to do with their body. But in all honesty, who is certified to tell somebody else what to do with their body? Just because you went to a school, just because you studied, just because you are able to say that you have a higher intellect with reading books, doesn't mean you get to tell me what to do with my body. Doesn't mean you get to tell a nation what you get to tell a nation what to do with their body. That's just like McDonald's is in the fast food restaurant business, right? They're telling you that you can't say anything about their burgers. You can't tell them that their burgers are bad. You can't tell them that their burgers cause diseases, because you're spreading misinformation. You don't have enough knowledge to be able to understand how their burgers operate. You didn't go to McDonald's University. You didn't graduate. You didn't get your McDonald's degree, so then you can't speak on their burgers. Big pharma is a business. The medical industry, they're a business. They're providing a service. They're providing a product. McDonald's is a business. They're providing a service. They are providing a product. Who says that you can't speak on them? Why not? If they're giving me something and I'm ingesting it and I'm consuming it, then I should be able to elaborate my experience on it. Or even give it in the sense that, past experiences in this business, it doesn't always pretty much correlate with the objective, which is, saving lives, especially if you're in the medical industry. Your objective should be to save lives. So if your objective should be to save lives, then that seems pretty contradicting, because you're in business, right? If you save a life, guess what? You will lose business, because then your products and services will never be needed anymore, because you just saved a life. You just cured somebody. You made them healthy. You gave them the insight. You gave them the truth, not information. You gave them the truth of how to heal themselves. So the Hegelian dialect comes into play, where you have someone pretty much speaking about a problem. They create a problem. And then they also, in their thinking, they seem to have created a solution to the problem that they created. And it's like a never-ending cycle of saying, hey, there's a problem. I have a solution, but I created the problem. So know that all things, family, when we really look at the world and observe it around us, is it really for our good? Are all things here in this world for our good, for our health? And as y'all can see by the thumbnail, there's like someone holding up a poster, and it says something along the lines of, if it was about COVID-19 isn't about our health, it's about control. And that's my stance. I don't believe COVID-19 was about people's health. It was about control. And still to this day, even if you post something on these social media sites, guess what's going to pop up? All this information that you're spreading, you're going to have to go search this other site to get the right facts, to get the right information. But let's break it down again. What does information mean? Y'all know what I love to do, family. I love to go deep into definitions on what these terms mean. I love to go deep into definitions on what we're actually even seeing. And so information, pretty much, it is the facts provided or learned about something or someone. I mean, okay, in all essence, details, particulars, figures, statistics, data, the knowledge of something, the instruction, the advice, the guidance, the direction, the counsel, documentation. And I think this one hits a little bit more fitting for the conversation right now. The second definition, y'all, as y'all can see, the dictionary or the English language in the Oxford category, they give you multiple understandings of words. And I feel like the second definition is definitely what hits most for me as far as what information means, where it is something that is conveyed. Let me say that again. What is conveyed or represented by a particular arrangement or sequence of things. Information doesn't always mean something is true, family. I can inform somebody on something, but in the sequence of things, it doesn't mean that it's true, because I can manipulate a sequence. I can set things in play for it to be conveyed or represented. If you get what I'm saying, fam. If this is making any sense, if y'all still tuning in with me, let me know in the chat, man. I hope I ain't just talking to myself. Like I said, this is the conversation, and I wanted to be able to bring this to the stream on far as us being able to elaborate and expand in the minds of what we're dealing with, because this is pivotal going forward. This is something that needs to be discussed. And to say that everybody's been on the hush about it, oh my goodness, you can't say that word. Oh, we can't question Big Pharma. No, we can't question these people. But in all essence, family, they're a business. They are people who provide a service or a product to us in a way that, if we consent to it, yeah, we take whatever befalls the lack of information on it. We take whatever comes after, as far as it not working or it working. When you consume something, when you buy a product, and that's kind of ironic that they call people who buy products consumers. So when you really think about it, when we let something into our temple, when we accept something, and just know that you accept the defects of it as well. Better. Deion Gray said he's still with me over here. He said, haven't heard no lies yet, family. Let me know, because, hey, I am not a certified health physician, but I'm just describing what I see, family. Facts. All right. Hopefully we can keep this interactive, family, because once again, I just want to be able to have this engaging conversation with people who have insight, people who have eyes to see, people who have ears to hear, and just to be able to break it down and have this discussion where we shouldn't feel like someone has rulership over what we speak about a product or about a service. I mean, if someone buys a t-shirt from me, I'm not going to tell them that they're spreading misinformation about them replying back and wearing the t-shirt and saying, hey, this is how I feel about the t-shirt. And I'm over here saying, oh, if it doesn't make you feel good, then whatever they're saying is misinformation. If they're saying anything contrary to what I'm talking about, it's misinformation. But hold on, why can't they freely speak on however it makes them feel? Why can't I freely speak on how the medical industry makes me feel personally? And to say that, hey, I didn't lost trust in the medical industry a while ago. I never had trust in the medical industry, to be honest. And there's only certain few quote unquote doctors that can even advise me about how I'm feeling, because I wake up every day and I pray to the Most High and I tell him, give unto me my daily bread, make sure that I'm healthy enough to keep on moving and operating in this life, to be able to spread a message, to be able to walk without fainting, to be able to talk without fainting, to be able to think straight. And so I'm thankful for that ability, not being able to depend on anything outside of my essence to operate. Bet it up, fam. Hey, nah, you still engaged, man. We still in here, man. Yes, sir. So as y'all can see what I'm hitting at, man, information is what is conveyed or represented by a particular arrangement or sequence of events. You get it? It's not always truth. It can sometimes be arranged. It can sometimes just be conveyed or put in front of people's eyes to say, this is what it is. And honestly, for you to question it, we can charge you with misinformation. Once again, that's just like McDonald's. As soon as you eat McDonald's and it makes you feel some type of way other than you loving it, and you tell them that you hate it, they're over here talking about, oh, that person is spreading misinformation because they saying da 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 da, they hating it, instead of what I'm telling them what to say. And then you can charge people with a quote unquote crime for misrepresenting your product based on them having freedom of speech to tell you how they feel. Man, hey, you already know where I'm going. We can look at how our elders were done throughout our respective family trees dealing with these white coats. You already know where I'm about to hit at, family. You already know what I'm about to hit at, man. I'm about to bring it out because we need the relevance of our history. We need the relevance of how these people, quote unquote, doctors, have dealt with other individuals in the past. How many of y'all, by show of ones in the chat, heard of the Tuskegee experiments? How many of y'all have heard of those experiments not always working out for the people of necessarily my color? Man, one way, I hear you. If you don't agree with everybody, they don't want to hear your opinion. Sick. And that's not how you grow. And as y'all can see, man, I'm definitely open to conversation. I'm definitely open to hearing other people's insights, experiences on how they dealt with these people in these businesses. And to say that one article, one experience, one truth, let's just not say that this is information, but this is truth that occurred within history, was these experiments that took place. Let's bring it out. For the people who don't know, I see some ones in the chat. Okay. I see some ones in the chat. For the people that don't know, family, the Tuskegee experiments, hey, it was a study on a certain group of people. And to say that it was quite deceptive in nature. And people still trust this business? People still trust these individuals who say they're here to help you. They're here to figure out how to provide the most health retention products to you. Okay, let's look at their history. Let's look at how they done studying, and let's see if that was beneficial to people's health. Once again, family, I stand 10 toes down. I'm speaking loudly and boldly. I believe COVID-19 is a hoax. And when you have these people that speak in this Hegelian dialect of talking about, hey, we're here to heal people, but at the same time, they're like in the back scenes, hey, we might have to kill a couple of people to heal a couple of people. You got to watch out for those people because, hey, a double mind is unstable in all its ways. For real. And when things start hitting the fan, who's going to take accountability? Are they going to say, well, you're the one that consumed the product and you are the one that consented, so we don't have any accountability for what it done to you. We were just pretty much sharing you the information. We were pretty much telling you the information that you wanted to hear and you accepted it. We didn't know if it was truth or not. We didn't have much experience. I'm trying my best to use my voice to be able to speak like I did probably speak, but y'all get what I'm saying. Y'all get what I'm saying. Let me know in the chat if y'all can still hear me clear, if y'all can still see the video, man. You feel me? I got some tunes playing in the background. Let me know if everything coming through clear though still. You feel me? I definitely don't want the message to be disturbed, but we vibing over here, and I felt like I gotta make sure that I keep this conversation as relaxed as possible. You feel me? Losi, I said LOLs when that was going down. I wasn't trying to hear it. I'm nobody's guinea pig. Facts. All right, we got some people with some insight of what was going on in the Tuskegee experiments. I'm gonna go ahead and bring it up just so y'all know, hey, the information is out there. You feel me? There's definitely something about these people in these white coats. So as y'all can see over here, grabbing this information from history.com. It's an article, dealing with this experiment that took place. And as y'all can see, hey, the same premise of the same device that was being used to roll out the vaccination was definitely in administration back then by the same people who are possibly still running the business today. Yeah, they doing studies, they doing experiments, but can you truthfully trust them? Bet it up. That's good to hear, man. Hey, they ain't jiggling nothing over here, man. Hopefully, with the music playing on, some of my words can be diverted by the AI so that, they won't be able to get hip on what we over here speaking about, man. But let's go ahead and dive into this article right swift. The Tuskegee experiment began in 1932, at a time when there was no known cure for syphilis, a contagious venereal disease. After being recruited by the promise of free medical care, let me read that one over again. Matter of fact, let me highlight that one too. How much did the vaccination cost? How much did it cost? For the people that's in the chat with me, if y'all can let me know, how much did it cost to get the COVID-19 vaccine? Check it out. we're going to go into this business practice and understand how things truly work here, because we got to acknowledge what's taking place, and we should be able to speak on these products and these services that are pretty much provided unto us. One way said it was free. Los Ya said, wasn't it free? Shoot, I ain't had to take out my credit card. I ain't had to take out nothing to go get this. I ain't see nobody pretty much scanning out trying to get that vaccine or saying how much it costs. And I'm gonna be real, family. I was a person that didn't go get it because I'm like, hold on, it's free. Y'all passing out something and it's free. That's why I'm really not finna go get it. Y'all really want me to go just be like, oh snap. Oh no, I no, I ain't get it, fam. I ain't get it. I did not. Hey, I'm over here free. You know. Hey, to say that I was one of those that lost employment. You feel me? I was one of those disembarked employees for not getting it. You know. And it was kind of. I guess it is what it is at this point. When I got them hitting me back up like, hey, you know, we hiring people back now, and we know that you were great in the field, and hey, you can be vaccine free. Just come back and work for us. And I'm looking at them like, what? Nah, man, nah. You you keep that same energy. They was passing out weed, food money. I think it was free. Hey, they was doing everything, advertising, talking about you get chicken, you get a blunt, come get your shot. Sounds very familiar, family. But hold on, this is a business though, family. Check it out. The health industry is a business, and we were able to identify what a business means, which is the practice of someone making money, making a living by producing or buying and selling products. How were they making money? What service were they providing in which they were profiting? Or was this just something that they administered to say, hey, we know that people are going to keep on coming back and back and back in order to keep us in business? Think about that. When that dope man give you something for free, and really take in consideration, ain't nothing different from people that's selling the dope behind the counter and the people that's selling the dope on the streets, man. They definitely want to give you a test of a product just so that you can say, this is good. I'm going to go back and keep them in business. No, sir, I did not get it. I was in a field. I'm still working in the field. I'm still technically in the healthcare field. You know, I work with children who have mental disabilities. And one of the things that they were pushing on me heavily was getting a vaccination. They were like, hey, you can't work around kids without being vaccinated. I looked at them and I was like, okay, you go get vaccinated. Yeah, I'm not sick. Matter of fact, I'm healthy. Matter of fact, I don't need a cure for something that I don't have. And they looked at me and was like, you're putting people's lives in danger. And I'm like, who? And for them not to be able to elaborate on that and to see everything transpire now and to say that the information definitely changed, family. The sequence of events definitely have changed, which now has me considering, were these people telling the truth? And so as we dive back into the past of what's really going on within this business, let me go ahead with this article, man. After being recruited by the promise of free medical care, 600 African American men in Macomb County, Alabama, were enrolled in the project, which aimed to study the full progression of the disease. The participants were primarily sharecroppers, and many had never before visited a doctor. Doctors from the U.S. Public Health Service, which was running the study, informed the participants, about 400 men with latent syphilis, and a control group of 200 others who were free of the disease. They were being treated for bad blood, a term commonly used in the area at the time to refer to I can't even get my words right, to a variety of ailments. Man, let me go ahead and drink my H2O right quick. My tongue over here twisted because bringing out these, man, y'all already know where it go. Man, a term commonly used in the area at the time to refer to a variety of ailments. So they don't even know what these people possibly had. They was just over here trying to say, hey, we can treat you. We're trying to figure out how something works within the body to be able to find a cure for it. So, hey, 600 people, y'all come over here. And they ended up giving 400 people the disease. 200 people ended up getting the placebo, pretty much sugar in their blood. And they were just pretty much waiting to see how it responded to the human body and to see if they can come up with a cure. So then not only did they spread this to people, they actually put people's lives at risk. And which is to say, a contradiction to people who you would think work in the field of trying to save lives. Why would you put somebody's life at risk if you're trying to save their life? Which in turn hits on that Hegelian dialect. Man, that's like saying the government saying we're giving out free TVs. Sheesh. Deion Grace, no sir. They texted my phone, fam, 100 for they said that. That's wild. That's wild. Hey, shout out to everybody who ain't subside, man. Shout out to everybody who stood 10 toes down and ain't followed through with the test that they was trying to put out here in the society. Man, they started in the poor places because they knew these people needed that money for the jab. 100. True story. Sean said they more than likely got a stipend from the government to push that potion. And to think about it, family, we really got to think about it. Who is in control of the government? Who is in control of pretty much the health industry, which is $1 trillion industry. You think about how many people walk into the doctor and how many people have insurance, how many people pay, and it's not always direct payments. It's payments that are made through some type of contract, right? Where you have people saying, hey, we'll make sure that we cover your costs. We'll invest in this. We'll make sure that we'll find a cure for this. When you go to the doctor, you're investing in that business. You're saying, hey, you believe in this business in order to maintain your health. Man, Deion Gray said, remember that kept switching up the fable. First said children were immune only elders were at risk, then cleared out elders and said children were at risk, and then they saying that the mask could probably slow it, and then they said all the information was just changing up, like a woman on her period who didn't know what type of panties she wanted to wear, didn't know how she was feeling, didn't know if she was hotter if she cold. Y'all really gonna trust that? Oh snap, no, now you gotta wear NP95 or whatever. And I'm like, no, the information changing up. There's no truth behind this. This is a hoax. This is deception. This is fraudulent business. But hey, I'm just bringing out some history on when this actually occurred. And say, hey, what they say, history repeats itself. The men were monitored by health workers, but only given placebos such as aspirin and mineral supplements. Despite the fact that the penicillin became the recommended treatment for syphilis in 1947, check it out. Once they gave them the disease, they came up with the medicine to be able to treat the disease. So then they were able to say, hey, we have a product, we have a service, we have something that we can provide to the people to sell. Even though they gave them the disease in the first place, they were able to find a cure for it. I mean, if you over here studying and working that hard, and if you over here devoting so much time, so much money, and you got so much information, it's like you can rid a disease, right? If you're spending so much time, so much effort, you should be able to come up with the solution to say, hey, these disease will no longer take place because I've spent my life on this. Isn't that something that you would truly invest in as far as a customer, a consumer? Why would you invest in something that 50% chance might work, or it's not going to fully heal you? Why would you truly invest in that? And that's how I see the spectrum of the health industry. There's no 100% guarantee. But let's keep on expanding, family. Some 15 years into the study, PHS researchers convinced local physicians in Macomb County not to treat the participants, and instead, research was done at the Tuskegee Institute, now called Tuskegee University. And so then I'm tying this all together, family. These institutions, these health industries are now called universities. Let's think about 1947, right? What was going on in that time frame? What people were allowed to study at these universities? Who were the people who had access to the information? Who were the people who were administering the tests? And to say there was a great divide in who they would allow to even have access to the knowledge, to the information, as what they call it, segregation, Jim Crow laws. All of that was going on in this time where you would truly trust someone who was telling you, no, you can't come in here and learn what we're learning. Why not? Shouldn't the information be free? Oh no, I forgot. Information is a business too. Oh yeah. People make monies off of selling a service of providing information to you. So in order for them to make a living, they must be able to retain some value off of you paying them for their service of sharing you their information. And to say that you had certain people being denied the access to learn the information just based on the color of their skin, and then not only denied the access, but let's take it back a couple of more years before that. Let's take it back 100 more years before that, where, in all honesty, do you think these people who started these institutions, these quote-unquote universities that are now possibly doing tests and studies for our health, hundreds of years ago, where they were looking at people hanging from trees, where they were literally giving people diseases, oh, they don't tell you what really transpired with the Native Americans. They don't really blatantly tell you, but if you read the history books, oh yeah, you'll learn about the disease that happened when they took over that land or inherited or whatever they try to convey or represent to you, whatever information that they try to share with you about that event. Man, hey, don't forget they said during that time, during the jab, they said China released China wasp into the US. Come on now. We talking about the same people. Everywhere they go, we'll be following them. Everywhere they go, we'll be following them. All right, I got somebody hip with the information. The smallpox. And I'm just breaking down just the events that transpire within these people who have, quote unquote, the certification. Okay, these institutions, universities are doing studies. What is their background? Why are we supporting this business? Do they really want to see us be fruitful and multiply? Are they really here for our health? Or are they just here for wealth? Are they just here to make money? I mean, that's what a business is, right? So let's keep on digging into this article. In order to track the disease's full progression, researchers provided no effective care as the man died, went blind, or insane, or experienced other severe health problems due to their untreated syphilis. Let's replace that word, syphilis. Okay, let me read that over again. In order to track the disease's full progression, researchers provided no effective care as the man died, went blind, or insane, or experienced other severe health problems due to their untreated COVID. Everything free ain't good for you, fam. In the mid-1960s, a PHS venereal disease investigator in San Francisco named Peter Buxton found out about the Tuskegee study and expressed his concerns to his superiors that it was unethical. I bet if he would have did that now, there would have been red strips all over his Twitter, red strips all over his Instagram, talking about he's spreading misinformation. They would have tried to block his podcast and everything. In response, PHS officials formed a committee to review the study, but ultimately opted to continue with. Whoa. You had somebody saying, hey, they over here in the name of medical research, in the name of curing people and trying to find out what it is that we can better humanity, but they killing people. You had the officials come to them and say, hey, we gonna continue that over there. we trying to track what's going on with this disease, and I'm sorry. In order to heal some people, we must kill some people. What? Come on now. With the goal of tracking the participants until all had died, autopsies were performed, and the project data could be analyzed. It ain't over yet, family. It really ain't over yet until they're able to analyze what transpired with these vaccines. You know? All the fear monger for sure. They say AIDS came from a monkey, so they say, hey man. And what they try to say people evolved from. And so it's just like, hold on, hey, come, cut it. Let's sit down and talk. let's have this conversation. Let me ask you questions. And let me get some insight on how your brain operates. Because for someone to say, yeah, I must kill some people in order to heal some people. You got to really question what spirit they're operating in. And so with that being said, family, it's like, really, are you going to trust the health industry to have your best interest in mind? As I hear a train coming, man, we got to stay with our focused train of thought out here. Many people are being deceived left and right to believe in something that obviously is a delusion. You had people out here really walking around with masks on, talking about it's something in the air that they can't see that is literally trying to kill them. And think about how crazy that is if you don't even have any experience with it personally, and to say that everybody that they said dealt with the quote unquote COVID virus had some underlying issues where, hey, the information was never always concrete. The information changed. And the last time I checked, family, truth does not change. But we're gonna get there, man. I got this one video. It's from a documentary. You can find it on Rumble. It's called Suddenly Died, and I just wanted to review that with y'all right swift. I feel like, it's that time, man. I feel like everything pretty much died down right now, but for us to still have these notions in mind of what's going on out here in the world, this is a positive conversation for brothers like-minded and even individuals who may be contrary to the thought, be able to really see what's taking place, understand what's taking place.
Why do we never believe them?
Let me know if y'all can hear the video, audio. If you can, put some fire emojis, put some ones in the chat. Let me know if the video, audio coming through clear. For real. There's still people walking around.
These people know. On. These people know.
Who knows?
The governments know. This has been well planned. This is Agenda 2030. This is.
Let me see. Are y'all able to hear the audio in this video, family? Because this is pretty much going to wrap up the whole totality of the conversation I had when I'm speaking about this pretty much being a business. And it's like, businesses are here to make money. Businesses are here to provide a service in order to make a living. And in all honesty, how can you do that? Well, you have to sell a product that people need. Okay. You mean to tell me that you have millions of products, millions of people that can provide this product at the forefront, at the perfect time, and you don't have any recollection of this trying to transpire into the world, where you just had a bright idea where you were just making vaccines just because you knew you had a feeling or something. Like, no, you don't just have millions of products at hand available unless it's something being planned. You have to design that need being somewhat accepted, if you get what I'm saying. And even in the sense of technology, we gonna see this, I might need a part 2 of this stream, man. Yeah, I already see I'm almost coming up on an hour and a half, and shout out to all the brothers, man, and the sisters who may be in here watching on playback and watching right now live, man. We might have to do another breakdown of this, because I feel like I'm only scratching the surface, and this is just dealing with the health and the business part as far as how the industry go. But we ain't even thinking about the behavior. We ain't thinking about the technology. We ain't thinking about everything that COVID-19 pretty much has influenced. Okay, everybody can hear the video audio. Okay, it's coming through clear. We're gonna keep on going, man. We're gonna keep on going.
This is the Great Reset.
Somebody mentioned to go onto Google and go into the news section and then type in "died suddenly." And lo and behold, here's a whole listing of people, of articles of people within that last week who died suddenly.
Why are people being deleted suddenly? What's going on?
Older people, but a lot of younger people around the world.
And then you find out they were vaccinated.
Whoa, and then you find out they were vaccinated. I wonder what data is being taken on this experiment. I wonder what information is going to come out within the next year or so. You know, they still got to keep us updated with what's going on. And it's funny because I just heard a new advertisement out, you know, just like the Apple products, man. They be coming out with a new version and the COVID-19 booster SR22. They be coming out with a new one every 3 months. Like it's like, come on, man. Literally, it's humorous at this point because it's a joke. Who is this helping? And then you got things transpiring like this.
And so it's like, okay, so it's the vaccine might be causing this.
Most people don't want to know what's in the vaccines.
Why? Fair use. I'm using this video to inform, to educate, to bring forth some entertainment, and also to enlighten. So for playback visuals and concerns of whoever may be watching this, man, I'm making sure that I'm stopping and pausing and adding my own insight and actually having a conversation with the trailer at hand. So in all honesty, this video is transformative in nature. Shout out to my brother Ringo, you feel me, giving me the insights on the fair use doctrine. So for anybody watching this on playback, for anybody watching this right now, hey, we making sure that we keeping this interpretation new. And why do people just consume things and don't even question what is in it? We'll get there.
But yet when we open it almost 2 years into this, we find that it still says intentionally blank.
In fact, nobody wants to know what's in the vaccines because, look, if people understood what was in the vaccine, they'd go apeshit.
What? So there's information out of what is in it, but it's not being shared with the masses because would some people then not want to take the vaccine? If they tell you what is truly in what you're eating, would you want to support the restaurants? Hey, just really look at what you're consuming. And I'm talking about on a food level. And I had to learn this for myself. I was a big pizza guy. You know, I love pizza. I just keep it simple. Just give me bread, give me some sauce, you know, put some mozzarella on it, slap some meat on it, and I'm good. Did y'all know that sausage? they just call it sausage, right? That's pork or meat. They don't really give you anything other than that. And it's like, for myself personally, I consider me being in shape. I'm fit, man. You know, I'm an athlete. I like to work out. And it's like, I really take my health serious. I take what I put inside my body very conscious. I want to know in order to be able to say, if I am having problems, I know what's going inside. I know what to remove, because whatever that is that I'm consuming isn't beneficial for me. It's not helping my body function correctly. So we all need to be aware of what we're consuming, food-wise, medically wise. Brother Dion Gress said, that reminds me of spontaneous combustion when people was using hair grease and their hair was catching on fire. Sheesh. It was a popular product being the hair grease that caused the problem, just like the syringe. And guess what? They were still making money, because now they made money selling a product, and then they made money off of people needing the cure from their product. And think about that, family. Think about how genius of a business idea that is. They'll buy my product, and then they'll have to buy another one, because the product that I bought them would allow them to pretty much have no choice but to buy my product again. Hegelian dialect, family. Disgusting. For real. You could be eating chihuahua. You could be eating chihuahua, bro. Funny. But for real though, you gotta question these things, and once you start to question, it's like, man, the fact that people be scared to give you the response of truth, it's like, okay, it's something underlying here.
It's just there's something different about the blood. Something's causing this, and something needs to be said. Somebody needs to look into it.
It's something different about the blood. What they say, family? It's in the blood. Cover me in the blood. Once something is defective in your bloodstream, do you know, and once again, I am not a certified health physician, but I am aware that my blood is very vital to how I operate and how I move in this life. Because if I lose a lot of it, guess what? I'm not going to be living anymore. But in order to keep my blood circulating and to keep the system of my circulation process, was my heart, and knowing that blood carries oxygen towards the various body parts, your lungs, your heart, your stomach, everything contains blood. And it's like, this is what flows throughout your body to give you that nourishment, to give you that pretty much recognition of you being alive. So what's going on with people's blood, man? Go ahead and bring it out, Mr. Dude. I don't know his name. I'm just calling him Mr. Dude.
Talk to other embalmers that have 30, 40, even 50 years of experience. Have you guys?
Mr. Embalmer. Now, this is a person to talk to. Someone who experiences and has correlation on what the body is pretty much experiencing and what is the cause of death. When you talk to a person that embalms for 50 or 60 years and they start seeing something different from the people that they were putting into the ground years ago to now, and they start to make a correlation and say, what are people putting in their bodies now to make it seem as though that this blood ain't the same? Be careful who you're getting your information from. Be careful who is giving you an occurrence or an arrangement of a sequence. Be careful who's giving you the relevancy of representation conveyed. But we're going to keep on expanding, family.
Has ever seen this stuff before? And the answer was always, I've never seen anything like it.
Why is Bill Gates involved in public health? And why does
Bill Gates have his certification for being a health provider? Why was he investing in this concept so heavily? Does he know anything about what it is for the body to naturally be? Or does he know anything about medicines? Or does he just have money? Why don't we know anything about these people's pretty much knowledge of the field that they invest in?
Public health spend the first part telling you how the world is overpopulating.
And at first glance, this is a bit scary.
U.S. life insurance companies have reported an overwhelming and unexplainable increase in all-cause deaths among 18 to 49-year-olds.
That's a 12 sigma event, 1 in 800 years, 12 standard deviations above the mean.
No one's even.
Y'all hear that? The event that took place where people were cashing in on insurance death policies. A 1 in 800 event where if you were taking data, and he was talking about standard deviation, where the graph of pretty much people dying and cashing in on their health insurance, if you have a trend line, that data point of what we just experienced was completely exaggerated from that trend line. If you guys can grab that concept within y'all head. I mean, I don't have the tools right now to draw it up, but if y'all can see pretty much a graph, you feel me, with a slope, and you know, they try to say that that's the average of insurance being cashed in on the deaths that's occurring, and then you see a data point all the way up at the top extrapolated from the area of what the average would be. Come on now, we in a time that's absurd.
Even calculated that it's apocalyptic.
I thought he was protected with that Pfizer.
There's a huge part of me that feels a responsibility for everything that's happened. I'm so sorry.
The doctor, after a while, came out and said, "Your son's dead. You can go home now."
Moment of silence. And this is all for the name, what?
Who knows? Young people are dying these days.
I said to Mr. Hirschman, "This is different. This isn't normal, is it?" And he said, "Absolutely not."
The dead can't speak for themselves.
Facts. Truth. The dead cannot speak for themselves. And to be honest, who's going to stand up and say, hey, this is not normal? People wearing masks outside is not normal. People saying that they are afraid to go outside because of some invisible disease in which they pretty much stop the production and businesses throughout the world because they didn't want to spread it. In the back of my mind, I'm like, has the world gone insane? This is not normal.
So therefore, I have to speak for them.
We're connecting dots here. You know, there's no way that that type of obstruction would not cause stroke, heart failure.
My sister died. She was 58, and she died suddenly on Friday of a heart attack.
They will do with you what they feel like doing.
They will do with you what they feel like doing. And as we read the Tuskegee experiment of how the guy pretty much pointed out, hey, y'all practicing unethical practices over there with those men, with those human beings, quote unquote. And pretty much the board was like, we're gonna continue this because we need to make sure that we, figure out what to sell people. And we need to see how this progresses. Los Yah said Bill Gates makes computers. How he gonna tell you something about health or foods or even medicine? Facts. He's just looking at a graph.
To you, it's the new bullet, it's the new missile, it's the new form of warfare.
I wanted people to understand that we're in a 5th generation warfare for the heart and the mind.
We're in a 5th generation warfare for the heart and for the mind. You know what? I ain't even gonna show the rest of that because that ain't even something that I want my people to even digest as far as content. And just to let y'all know, the Most High keeps me sustained. And to be able to share my blessing, to be able to share my testimony of life, saying, hey, I've made it through this time without that. I didn't consult a physician. I prayed to the Most High. And I said, whatever it is going around out here, keep me and mine guarded. For me and my family, hey, we're going to trust the Most High in all endeavors. We're going to make sure that we keep our health in the Most High's hand and not on a deceptive, pretty much unethical business practice where now they can't even tell you if it's right to take it or not. So what's the truth? That's all I'm asking. What is the truth? Does the shot really help? Is COVID even real? And as we really understand what truth means, what's the widely accepted facts that do not change? That literally does not change over a period from circumstances, from location, and so on. What is the truth? That's all I pretty much wanted to hit on, family. Oh man, why ain't y'all tell me, man? It's like an hour 30 right now. I just looked up and seen, man. I thought I was just over here finna pop through for 45 and be able to get it in swiftly, man. But as y'all can see, when the spirit on the brother, man, I gotta communicate on it, and I just wanted to send out this message as an enlightenment, as a warning, to say, family, we got to be careful with what we're consuming. And this ain't just as far as medications, even with the content, information, what we're eating. We really have to be aware of what's going into our body because we are in a war for our minds, for our hearts, for our souls. Who are you going to rely on? You're going to rely on computer-generated food? You're going to rely on Siri to tell you what to do? You're going to rely on someone who doesn't even know what your life experience are? You're going to rely on them to tell you how you feel? This is why I believe COVID-19 is a hoax. I'm not relying on anybody who hasn't experienced my life and seen the things that I've seen and heard the things that I heard to be able to come up with a description of what I think is best for me. Because in totality, I should be able to choose what is best for me. And the Most High will definitely point me in the direction of what's best for me. I'm a firm believer of that. And I just wanted to share my sentiments. I just wanted to share my opinion on this topic, and I know it's been heavily touched on. But as far as us being able to discuss it, as far as people who are underneath the constraints of not being able to speak about it, why not? Forget that. We have the same capabilities that they do. We have a mind. We have 2 arms. We have 2 legs. We have eyes. We have ears. We have a nose. We have a mouth. What makes you more certified? All the classified information. Okay. Well, I'll take my experience and observation over faulty, wavering information any day. And like that, family, we just gonna keep on growing. Say that we all still here for a purpose. We're all still here to be able to spread a message. And for the ones that, you know, have taken up that task to be able to warn the people around them, to be able to be a light, to be able to pass through this fire and come out gold, just know that there's no testimony greater than to say that you trust in the Most High. You know? For real. Losai said, that's crazy. He said, it best if they can control your mind and body, they got you. Psh, be careful out here. All business ain't good business, you know? 100. Well, fam, for the ones that stuck through the stream for the long haul, man, I appreciate y'all. It's nothing but love, fam. If y'all haven't already, go ahead and like, man. Go ahead and hit that subscribe. If y'all felt like this video was edifying, y'all felt like it brought some enlightenment to the situation at hand, if y'all felt like this could possibly change somebody's life, go ahead and share it, man. Y'all know what to do over here, man. We growing slowly, and I appreciate all the support that's been coming through thus far. And to say, man, we ready. We ready to get that word out. And I'm already knowing. We just set apart out here. We moving differently. We striving differently because in the spirit, we just got more awareness, you know? And it's just, I don't even want to say it. People like, you different. Nah. Y'all see the name. We divine. You know? So I'm going to go ahead and end it on this one, man. We got to be set apart as always because we're moving in this world where they want you to be the same and taking their constraints and be able to operate like how they operate. But then when their operation fail, they look at you sideways and say, oh, well, we never told you that it won't fail. We just gave you information and we didn't tell you what's going to change up. But hey, with the truth that comes from the Most High, we'll definitely be set apart, be fruitful and multiplying, and be able to progress in this life through all obstacles and testimonies, you know?
Set apart, we don't like to fit in.
Set apart,
trying to conquer our sin.
Okay.
Set apart,
we don't like to fit in.
Yeah, okay.
Set apart, trying to conquer our sin.
Yeah, we holy. Yeah, we holy. Yeah, we holy. Yeah, we holy. Yeah, we
set apart, play a part, Noah's Ark, flood coming to avenge souls like Tony Stark. Marvel at the tree of life, carve wood while they bark. No bite, insight, my plight, gotta take flight. Get right or get left, direction, don't get cleft. Separated, perpetuated, the Most High keep you situated. Sin City, they simulated, righteous prayers be penetrated. God me from the temptation, big stepper, I'm him to hate it. Faith armor is gold plated, holy grave is what it stated. Black man is who they slated, our history they tried to fade it. High price, yes, you will pay it. Pay tollways, but we paid it. My soul's lost, but y'all saved it from the furnace, I'm so elated. Yeah.
Set apart,
We don't like to fit in. You know that's right. Set apart, trying to conquer our sin. You know that's right. Set apart, we don't like to fit in. You know that's right. Set apart, trying to conquer our sin. Yeah, we holy, holy, holy. 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 Yeah, we set apart. We will conquer our sin. You know that's right. Set apart. At the end, we shall win. Okay.
You know, be set apart, family. Let them know it's a difference out here. We're going to keep on striving. We're going to keep on thriving. And most importantly, all praises, all honor, all glory to the Most High. Yeah! Until next time, family. Peace.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got it bumping.
Why bother lie when the truth is free? Illusions creating distorted reality, manifesting heart desires, faith that anything is possible, probable. With God, I'm unstoppable. Can't deny denial. Life flowing through. Living is a test of subscription, a lifetime trial. Only faith, no fanatics. Pay attention to the antics. Peace over power, panic. Design planned in fashion.